by an illegal. That's right.
Illegal. And I say he was an illegal alien. He was an illegal immigrant. He was an illegal migrant.
Well, I reject the premise of the question. The premise of the question is that immigrants are criminals, and immigrants are workers that have been displaced by wars, sanctions, and climate crisis that U.S. capitalism and U.S. imperialism has accelerated and created in those countries. It is very interesting that today marks the 20-year anniversary of the U.S.-backed coup in Haiti, for example. It is very important for us to understand what the United States did and continues to do in places like Haiti. The United States has stolen the ability for the socialist project of Cuba to develop itself, stealing from its economy $15 million a day, close to $160 billion for over 60 years. That strangles the economy of a country. It moves and forces people to leave following the traces of the things that have been stolen from them. And so if we want to be able to mitigate the immigration crisis, which happens to be a crisis now, but it wasn't an immigration crisis when the European settlers that came into this nation and displaced the indigenous people, that wasn't an immigration crisis, but so far it happens to be now because it's also racialized and it's also gendered. And so when we think about immigration, we need to think about foreign policy and the ways in which the United States has, through its imperialist mechanisms, displaced people. 60 million people across the world are moving because of war, sanctions, and climate change. We want to change that. We want to protect the borders. The best thing we could do is get out of other people's nations. Our socialist solution is building foreign policy that is built in collaboration, that is built in bringing back the troops, closing the 800 military bases all across the globe, shutting down NATO, shutting down AFRICOM, the Southern Command, and actually putting those soldiers that are out there doing the bidding of capitalism in this country to do meaningful work.